Everyone knows that this is filled with sugar. Are you ready to find out exactly how much sugar? Stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Chef Rich. Today we're going to be talking more about what you eat as opposed to giving you recipes. Approximately 67% of the country is overweight. 15% of the country is perpetually on a diet. And out of that 15% that actually do lose weight, 90% of the people that actually do lose weight put it back on. I want to start like a little bit of a series just explaining to you how I see things, because I see things a little bit different than everyone else. I don't see any dieting cookbooks talk about this. I don't see any of the health gurus talk about this. So it is something that I'd like to talk to you about. First thing, what gives you calories, or what is a calorie? A calorie is a unit of energy. And I don't want to get too technical because people don't like things that are very technical, generally speaking. There's basically 4 things and only 4 things that give you calories. Everything that you eat is composed of one of these 4 things. There's protein, which gives you 4 calories per gram of protein. There's carbohydrates, which also gives you 4 calories per gram of carbohydrates. There's fats, which gives you 9 calories per gram of fat. And lastly is alcohol. Alcohol actually gives you 7 calories per gram of alcohol. So those are the only 4 things. Everything that you eat and put into your body is composed of one of those 4 things. If it gives you, actually there is one other thing. There's water, which doesn't give you calories. So everything that you eat has one of those 4 things, or all of those 4 things, and plus water. So that's the first thing that you need to understand about dieting. The biggest problem with dieting is people, they go on a diet, but they don't actually learn how to eat. And that is a huge, huge thing as far as being able to control your weight. The first thing is, I don't blame Americans for being overweight. We have some serious strikes against us. What do I mean by that? Well, so I talked about how many calories per gram, but the average person doesn't have a clue, at least in this country, the average person doesn't have a clue as how much a gram is, or 5 grams or 10 grams, because that's the metric system, and here in the United States, we don't use the metric system. So, first off, this is a teaspoon over here, and this is a tablespoon. This is just under 5 grams of, we'll say water. This is just under 5 grams of water. This, a tablespoon, is just under 15 grams, to give you an idea. So if I say 15 grams, in your mind, you should picture about a tablespoon. If I say 5 grams, in your mind, you should picture a teaspoon. So what is the exact disadvantage? This week, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite products. I've been drinking Coca Cola since I'm a little kid, as long as I can remember. It's one of my favorite go-to beverages. I love Coke. And if I talk to the average person, everyone knows that this is full of sugar. However, if I say how much sugar is in this, most people don't know. I'm sure there's some geniuses out there that would look at it and it says 65 grams of sugar. I don't know if you can see that, but so it says 65 grams. However, the average person doesn't have a clue as to how much 65 grams of sugar really is. So if you do a little bit of research, 65 grams, so this is 1/3 cup, okay? I don't know if you can see that pretty good. 1/3 cup contains 67 grams of sugar. So if I fill this up level with sugar, it would be 67 grams. This bottle of Coke has almost a 1/3 cup of sugar. The idea of eating a 1/3 cup of sugar sounds absolutely sickening. Yet, literally millions of people every day grab a Coke, and they have a Coke and a smile, I think is the slogan. So, I mean, I love Coke, like I said, but it's good to be aware of what you're putting into your body. And the first part of being able to control your weight is understanding what you're eating. So what can you do about this? One of the things that I highly, highly suggest is start reading your labels. Pay specific attention to how many carbs, how many added sugars, how much protein, how much fat. and then try to actually go through the exercise of learning to convert that so you have an understanding of what you're eating. As you educate yourself, as to what's in a product, when you figure out how bad the product really is for you, you kind of minimize it. I'm not saying you'll get rid of it completely out of your diet, but you eat or drink the product for special occasions. It's not something that you go overboard with. As I said, I love Coke. I've been drinking it for well over 50 years. It's one of my favorite beverages. Literally, when I was younger, I used to drink a 2-liter bottle of Coke every day. At this point, I drink maybe 1 or 2 bottles a week. So I've cut back tremendously because I know how bad it is for me. And I still do drink it, and I know it's bad for me, but I do love the product. So what I'm preaching is education. Try to read the labels, figure out what's in it, and go from there. It will help you, trust me. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe, everyone. See you in the next video.